Guys, according to the information reaching us, we are hearing right now that Ebony have threatened the jewel again. This time around, they said Ebony told the jewel that, look, I will rather buy than to see you take the king away from me. Because according to her, she said that in as much as the jewel might be thinking that she is winning, that is just a little win. For that offerende to happen, it's just a little win for the jewel and the king. That as long as she is concerned that she is giving the jewel less than 2 years, that she will leave the marriage again. If you are just joining, you're welcome. Thanks for joining. Please be active on the comment section, okay? So according to what Ebony is saying, Ebony said that if the jewel thinks that she have won the heart of the king, that she, Ebony, will frustrate her stay in the palace. Hence, the reason she have not gone back to her base. Yes, because she have seen that her absence have made it impossible for her husband to look her way. Because if you guys remember, there was a time we heard, these are all alleged information, don't forget, okay? So there was a time we heard that Ebony told the king that she will be coming back and relocate, to base here. That is going to give her an opportunity to be close to the king. Because to her, she thinks that the reason the king wasn't showing her much attention. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Thanks for joining, okay? So according to her, she said that she have seen that the reason the king is not giving her the attention that she deserves is maybe because she is far away from the king. But she did not know that during that period, the little attention that she normally gets from the king whenever she is back to the country is because of the fact that she have been away for some time. And due to the kind of respect that the king have for them, that is why he is giving them that respect and all of that. But she did not ask herself, why is it that her problem in the palace increased the moment she came back and refused to go back? That is why I said, in as much as a lot of people are saying, oh, Ebony is so smart, this, that, she did not know that in a polygamous home like this, being far is better than being close. Because when you are close, there will be so much competition. If you're just joining, you're welcome. Thanks for joining, okay? There will be so much competition. And all your flaws will be in the eyes of everyone. Especially Ebony, who knows that her bad side is bigger than the better side of her. Because in as much as people keep talking about the bad side of Ebony, there are people who will come and tell you that Ebony is the best thing that have ever happened to them. Because those people that she is helping through her NGO, they will tell you that she is their savior and all of that. But when it comes to palace matter, especially when it has to do with the jewel, Ebony is always obsessed. Ebony is always showing her bad character and everything. So that's why I said that it would have been better for her to stay where she has been than where she is now. Because during that period that she's always away, maybe visiting once in 3 months or 2 months, at least she still have a little bit of respect than now. So now that the offerende have been successful, even though Ebony tried everything within her power to see that it did not happen, yet it happened. So Ebony have not been herself, such that she is threatening the jewel. And we are getting an information that the king bought a car, I think a Mercedes Benz or so, for the jewel and did not buy anyone for Ebony or any of the wives. So they said Ebony told the jewel that she can enjoy it while it lasts, because according to her, that the king is betrothed to her, and for the fact that the king is betrothed to her, that the last thing she will do is to allow any woman, anybody, to take away that king from her. That the jewel should go and ask Wurola how her stay in the palace was, allegedly, that she cannot fold her arms and watch any woman take away a man that is betrothed to her. That the way Wurola left the palace, that is the same way that the jewel will leave this second time. That in less than 2 years, that the jewel will leave the palace, whether she likes it or not. That right now that she's thinking that she's winning, she should enjoy her stay in the palace while it lasts, because in less than 2 years, she will run away the same way she did before. And that is why I don't blame people who said that Ebony is the reason why the jewel left the way she did. But if you ask me now, I will say that Ebony might be thinking that she is winning, but she did not know that that jewel then, about 3-4 years ago, is not the same jewel right now. The jewel have been out for a very long time, and for her to decide to come back to her husband, even after marrying 6 other wives, including the same Ebony, for the jewel to come back, because before now we keep hearing that the jewel said she's not coming back because of Ebony. But for her to make up her mind to come back, even while Ebony is still in that marriage, Ebony thinks she did not come back prepared. Oh, she came back prepared, if you ask me, because darkness and light cannot coexist. And I have never seen a place where darkness overshadows light. It doesn't happen. And that's why I believe that the jewel, for her to accept to come back even when Ebony is there, she came back prepared. Let's just watch and see who will leave this marriage very soon. Because with all the things that we keep hearing that Ebony is doing, maybe she will be the one that will leave. The same thing that she's planning for the jewel. Maybe she did it to Wurola and succeeded. To tell you that the gods planted the jewel in that marriage. They blessed her with a child. And for the sake of that child, she will fight to stay in her marriage. No matter what Ebony will do, Ebony will fail at the end of the day. You know? So, to me, I think Ebony, just be preparing your things small. Because by the time that Iyanifa came, and by the time Iyanifa come to the palace, and maybe uproot all that you have planted in the palace to remain in that palace, maybe your character will be the one that will be something that will push you out. Or maybe by the time you will try to hurt the jewel or hurt anyone, especially the jewel, because I think the jewel is her major problem in that palace, just because she have found out how much the king loves the jewel. And despite everything that she have done to stop the return of the jewel, it is still happening. So that's why I said, by the time Ebony will want to commit something against the jewel, or even against the king, because information also have it that that throne is her target. But I did not see her win. No. At the end of the day, she will regret most of her actions in that palace. So, from what we are hearing, Ebony is threatening that the jewel cannot take away the king from her, of which has happened already. I wonder what she will do to stop that. Anyways, that is what we are hearing if the information is true. Don't always forget that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Do well to share this video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.